Let me know in the chat if you could see me or you could hear me, my boy. I actually was live on time, which is crazy. Let me see. Anybody here? Anybody in the chat? I feel like we need some background music too. All right, looks like I got 6 people on, yo. I don't know if we're gonna let some people come in. I know 7 on the dot, East Coast time. I don't know if we're gonna have 6 people, 5 people, 1 person, 10, 30, 40, 100. It don't even matter. I just want to chop it up with y'all on my, my little recap, of Queens. But let me get some, I think we need some background music because it's just too, it's a little quiet. Can y'all hear me though? I am here. Hey, Coach Byron. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. I just want to try to do some background music, something. Because it's just too quiet. You can hear me? Okay. What up, yo? What up? What up? What up? What up? Y'all, this is like a... You are heard. Okay, good. Hold on. I'm still trying to work on a little bit of background music real quick. I don't know. Something that don't give me, who knows, copyright claim. Let me see. Let's do... How about this? This is what we finna do. We finna just put this on shuffle, okay? And, okay. Sounds good. Okay. I'm about to, you can hear me? All right, cool. All right, y'all, I appreciate it. Oh, we got 17 people in here. All right, good, man. We finna just get into it. We finna start. So, yeah, everybody got the questions. I already know. And I've seen all the controversy. It's a lot going on. But, yeah, so I called it the Queen's Recap, a.k.a. press conference. But before we get started real quick, let me just go. I want to grab my notebook just because I want to talk about, really the press conference part is you guys asking me questions. You know how like other sports, NBA, tennis, NFL, whatever, they have the press conference at the end and the people get to ask questions, the reporters. Y'all are the reporters, okay? So I'm holding my own press conference so you guys can hear answers specifically directly from me. Whatever you have questions for me. This is the time where it's the only time too. One and only time I'm gonna answer the questions honestly, transparent, openly. And also, too, just talk about my Queen's recap. But really quick, I actually forgot my notebook. I want to get that really, really quickly because I want to talk about kind of like lane play, the different balls that I threw and all that stuff. So, y'all, if people join and they're like, where's Gigi? Let them know I'll be right back. Give me like 1 minute, okay? I'm going to go get my notebook real quick. Y'all time me, okay? And I'll be back in 1 minute. Hold on. I'll be back! Was it more than a minute? Run. I really ran, y'all. Okay, hold on. I had to get some lotion, too. Your girl's hands is a little... Y'all see the little portrait my mom drew for me? Yeah, man. All right, hold on. Your girl's hands was ashy. For y'all who are just tuning in, man, this is my Queen's Recap, a.k.a. my press conference, which the press conference is y'all just asking me any questions that you have. You know how they be doing it in other sports. We don't really have that yet. So, get a little candy, and we finna get into it. So first, I feel like we're in school. You guys hear the background music? Maybe a little bit. But anyway, because I take notes when I bowl, right? So first I want to let's ease into it, okay? First I just want to talk about like just the lane play and like some of the different balls that I use and stuff like that, and then y'all could just fire away, really, okay? So I see a couple questions in there already. Okay, so we started the tournament, I don't know when, but all right, real quick. So in practice, right? It was like a longer pattern. The way it was designed, you really couldn't miss right. If you missed right, you all was never gonna hook. And if you missed left, your ball went left. Okay, so it was kind of that like over under, like just flat, like just the margin was like very small, right? So I was squad B. I bowled on the B squad. So I bowled the first day I bowled on burn, and then I went fresh. All right. Sorry y'all. I got this ginger candy, which is really good. Y'all be eating the ginger candies? It's chewy, but I'm sorry y'all. Okay. Okay. So we had our practice session, right? And y'all can talk too. Let me know if you got certain balls. You don't have to say right. Okay, right. So in practice, and for me in particular, like I don't really drill balls like that on the tour. I don't like to drill too many unless it's like necessary. You know, sometimes my ball-ups are like, gee, you haven't drilled the ball all season, like you need this, or they might see a gap. I'm not the type where I don't like to just drill just to drill. Like I don't want to just like I don't know, like I don't want too many options. I want to just do well. If I need to, okay, but I'm not just drilling just because we can or just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? So during our practice session, I kind of cycled through all my bowling balls. I started out further right-ish, and then I kind of migrated in. And as you can see, you'll see a lot of the girls, like if you guys watch, you'll see some of the girls were either like right, or probably the track area too, but wherever we were on the lane, we just couldn't get it this way. We could not get it right, left to right. You just, no, it wasn't it. So I bowled the first day on burn, and I used pretty much my phase 2 all day. I used my phase 2 all day. And for the most part, I used my phase 2 all day. And just really just trying to like shove it in front of me like this and keep that thing like that, right? And then the second day we bowled on, B squad bowled on fresh, right? So the second day I started out, I'm just trying to find it. Okay, I started out with my exotic. I tried to use my phase 2. But it wasn't given striking, hit the pocket, control the pocket, 1-3 vibes. Maybe I needed a little bit more surface on it, to be honest. And so I ended up throwing like my exotic, and that was like okay. That was okay for a little bit. But I just think when I started, my angles were just too far open. I started in, but it was like in this way, not in like super parallel. So I kind of got into trouble, and then I eventually like moved right and tried to just like shove it to the head pin. Like there was a lot. Day 2, I kind of really struggled. And then I just really couldn't get anything going. Like, and I'm not saying shoot 250s because it was hard. Just really controlling the pocket. Like I just split a lot. But I definitely did learn from the second day. I mean, the first day of us bowling on fresh. So the third day, which was round 3, it's our second time that B squad bowled on fresh. I did better compared to the second day, but it still wasn't enough to make the cut. Like, you know, so I was disappointed. Our goal is obviously make match play and then do what I can to, you know, eventually give myself a chance to win. This is the first time I've made the Queen's cut since I've been bowling every time, so it's the first time I didn't make it. So yeah, I struggled. I tried in the middle of the lane the second and third day, and I tried further right, and then the second day, one of my barbs was saying my ankles were too far open to kind of just like throw it harder and straight at the pocket, but it's just like you had such a small margin of error. I felt like the ones I threw good, I just didn't carry. Like the second day on fresh, I had a lot of 9s. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I picked them up, but Yeah, man. So those are the balls that I use. I use like my phase 2. I used my exotic a little bit. I use a phase 5. I'm kind of just going through my notes real quick. Um, those are the balls that I mainly used. Really, I like. Excuse me. Out of the 12 balls I had, maybe 13, and I actually had 3 balls brought to me. I probably used those 3: exotic, phase 2, phase 5, spare ball. So 4. Not bad. Four balls. Okay. Um. So yeah, man. So I just wanted to give y'all a little recap. Now this is the press conference portion. I already see some questions in the comments. Y'all just get to it because we already know. I already know what it is. So y'all can ask me questions. I may not answer every single one, but honest, open, transparent. What did you guys think? Like, did you think? Is there any background music playing? Did you guys think that the pattern looked hard? I want to know you guys' thoughts, really. Like, what did you see? What were you thinking? And it actually was the same as the master's pattern. That's what I learned. So, y'all let me know. I'm gonna just try to get a little bit more background music, playing. And then, yeah, play all, okay? And then we finna get into it. Okay, somebody asked, what up, y'all? All right, hey, Gigi. All right, so, and I also, too, hold on. I think there's a little background music. Okay, y'all. For y'all who are just tuning in, man, we doing a little press conference recap type vibes. I'm just talking about my Queens recap, how I bowled well the first day, and the last 2 days I struggled. Mainly the second day I struggled the worst. Like, the most. It's terrible. But I did learn from the second day. The second day of qualifying, and that helped me the third day. But I just didn't bowl well enough the third day. I needed a lot of score the third day in order to get myself out of the hole I dug myself in game round 2. Okay, so questions. So we got NJO Productions, okay? Says, hey Gigi, did you put any surface on your phase 5? Yes, I did, because the pattern was just so freaking long. It was just long, and then I don't even have it in front of me, but there was a lot of volume too, I know for sure. So when I did use my phase 5, I used it whatever day, whether it was, I didn't really use it day 1. So when I used it on fresh both days, I was pretty much in like 15 at the arrows to like 11, 10, 11. Like, it felt like I was just throwing it straight at the head pin, or people would say 3 pin, straight at the 3 pin, right? And then hopefully it would just tip a little bit. Like, we weren't trying to do none of that. I had surface on my phase 5. I probably have it in my notes. I don't know if it was probably a little light 1,000. I could have probably hit it with a little bit of 1,000 too. My ball reps were saying more so. Don't interrupt us, Uncle Dylan. No, joking. He probably on here too. That's funny. So yeah, I put surface on my phase 5, and I was playing like 15 at the arrows to literally the 3 pin, like just straight. 1,000 or 2,000. Because that ball is it's cleaner, one of my cleaner balls, and so I needed it to get through the fronts, which is getting toasty, but I had a little bit of surface so that it would still kind of shape down lane, at least a little bit. Like, so I hope I pray I answered your question. Coach Barber says, was this the most challenging pattern for the Queens? Yes, my gosh. This was one of the most challenging Queens patterns that I have seen, or seen that I've bowled on. This has been my 4th year bowling Queens, and this is the most challenging. And each time the freaking lanes got oil, like, it just got harder and harder and harder and harder. And for me, I'm not talking about nobody else. This is just my perspective, right? So, can you even hear this? Okay. I don't know what the heck we listening to. Yes, this is the most challenging. Like, I was like, what is this? What are we going on, the U.S. Open? And then somebody was like, harder, and I was like, good gosh. It was different. I'm not gonna lie. That was challenging. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good song, y'all. I'm trying to find a song that don't give me no, like, little copyright claims. Oh, okay, let's do some. Queen B, you already know. I think I saw another question. I've been on phone like love. Tonight out is something else. Alright, somebody else says something. What y'all saying? This was hard, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie at all. Somebody said, when you bowl nothing but nines, it's called White Album after the Beatles Revolution #9 song. I never knew that. I never knew that was the name of one of their albums. I'm here for it. Johnny says, cool shirt, are they new? So, Johnny, somebody actually had bowled a tournament and someone really liked the shirt. And I was just like, I want to get them in long sleeves and short sleeves. We're working on some different designs. They're not live on the website yet, but if y'all like them, I'll definitely put them up there. So we got this, right? In the front, got game. And then in the back, I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see it. It says, like, got game. Like, you see the O. You see, I don't know if y'all can see it, but the logo is the O in the got game. And then at the bottom, it says, like, that is terrible view. Okay, I don't know. But at the bottom it says, like, and next time you talk about like basketball, football, tennis, stuff like that, don't forget to mention bowling. Oh yeah, and next time you mention football, basketball, or tennis, don't forget to mention bowling. That's what it says. So if y'all like them, let me know. I'll put them on the website. Get some short and long sleeve. New design, new drip. You already know. Y'all be the first. Yes, we need those. Okay, yeah. This is a nice little vibe, man. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to read the. Alright, working on those. I'll work on those for y'all. Somebody says Samuel Moss. Oh, like the Dark Moss. Low-key, that's one of my favorite balls. I'm not gonna lie. The Dark Moss is one of my favorite balls. And it's just, they discontinue all the balls that I like, guys. All of them. The Dark Moss discontinued. Reality Check discontinued. The Idol, the OG discontinued. What else did I like that discontinued a lot? I think, like, it wasn't the No Rules Pearls. It was the other one. The Intense. I love that ball. Discontinued. There's so many balls that they discontinued that I absolutely love, y'all. Yeah, I hopefully I get the Idol Cosmos. Like, I haven't thrown that ball too much, but when I have, that ball's great. Okay, someone said, Samuel Dark Moss. That's not his name. My bad, Samuel. I just had to add it in there. How long does it typically take you to process a tournament experience, and does it depend on how well things went? That's a great question. How well does it typically take me? I think, like, when the tournament's over, like when I'm done with the tournament, depending on how I do, my mind goes back to, like, different scenarios within the tournament that could have caused this to happen, whatever it's happened. So I don't think it necessarily depends on how well things went, because this tournament did not go well, and like, it didn't go well enough because I got eliminated, and I'm here talking to y'all, so yeah. Let me see what else y'all saying. Somebody said, also, throughout the days, it looked like some were in, but towards the end, everyone was right near the gutter. Why do you think that happened? Because they got flatter. Like, flatter and flatter. So, it's because, like, when you're in, this is my personal opinion. This is just how I visualize it. This is how I see it. Because the margin of error just gets, like, smaller and smaller. So if you're left, and they keep laying down the patterns again, flatter, flatter. If you're left, trying to, like, say, I don't know, swing a little bit, or you're trying to, like, throw it to the 3-pin and have it tip, I feel like you have to be more perfect. Not perfect, but I feel like it would require you to make even more shots, like, less misroom compared to if you're further right and kind of letting the lane just take the ball and throwing it like hard, like throwing it hard but letting the lane take the ball at the same time, if that makes sense. It's like a straighter path to the pin rather than being in and kind of shaping it a little bit, if that makes any sense. It does in my mind, and it does when I see it and when I throw it, but I hope I answered that question. I hope that made sense. So that's why, like on the TV show yesterday, they were further right. You saw Lindsay with the fade 5. And congrats to Lindsay too, her first win. With a little, it looked like Surface was in there and just trying to keep it in front of her, because even if she was there when she missed right, you saw the result. Like, so it didn't matter where you were on the lane. When you missed, it showed. But yeah, I hope that made it, that answered your question. Because if you were in, like that, and that's what I did too. When it got to the third day, I was more right than I was the first 2 days. Just easier to control the pocket. You don't have to worry about, oh, if I miss a little bit, I'm gonna hit the 6 pin. My ball's never gonna hook. You know. So, somebody said, I know y'all asking. Somebody said, hey Gigi, your nightmare racing says, hey Gigi, do you believe that pair which you were hooking plastic was improperly oiled? Slippery slope, mofos. Okay, so what I will say, FYI, the song is an airport courtesy phone announcement. All I say is number 9 over and over. Oh. All right, so let me go back to the question, because y'all saw me deflect real quick. I owned it. I deflected. Do you believe the pair which you were hooking plastic was improperly oiled? I will say the pair, no. Your face said it all. Right. I don't know. I don't know. The left lane I thought was fine. I threw my phase 2 on the left lane, and y'all saw me throw plastic on the right lane eventually when I got to it, like, because I was going through my progressions, and then plastic was the last thing that I threw, and which got down the lane for me. I don't know what happened on that right lane. That's honest. I feel like, and I don't know, this might be saying too much, but I feel like if anyone walked in, just to the naked eye, you could see that the 2 lanes weren't the same. No matter what anyone says, you can visually see it. And I think the players, you know, because we're actually throwing the ball, like, you can see the ball choices were different, you know, from player to player. And you can see that they did not play the same. What up, yo? I don't even know what song this is, but we're gonna change it. Okay. Let's see. What other question I saw another question up here too. The short of you throwing it went viral like fire in the bowling community. You know what's crazy about that? So, my bad. Like, all I did was, I'm just sharing with God Game fam. I'm just sharing with y'all my experience. You know, hey, good island. I'm just sharing my experience. So whether it was that, if it was a different tournament, no matter what tournament it would have been, I would have been like, yo, look what the freak just happened to me. And the crazy thing is, I bowled. I went out to eat with my godfather. I posted it like while we ordered our food, whatever, and I wasn't really talking to him. I said, hold on, let me thing. I posted it. Then after that, I didn't look at it ever again. I went and I talked to my, I FaceTime my parents. I FaceTime my grandma. I FaceTime Auntie E. Like, and then that was it. So then the second day I come in, and then mofos are like, oh, you're quite the talk on social media. And I'm like, what do you mean? So then I go and I look, that video got 10,000 views, and I'm like, oh snap. and then the third day I come in, and people are still talking to me before we bowl. They're like, like you're going even more viral. And I'm like, well, that video got 50,000 views. I'm like, oh, I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? So yeah, man, that was nuts, like nuts. And all I did was just, doing like a little post, and I went and ate and went to sleep. Kevte says, you got fined, question mark. Yes, I got fined. I did. Ruben White says, how's it going? It's good, man. How y'all doing? I just wanted to post and goes. That's exactly what I did. I just wanted to come in here, y'all, and, just share my experience, my Queens recap. Yeah. And if y'all had any questions, the people who support me, my God Gay fan, my fans, I wanted to, because I know that there's so much controversy in my video and all that, talking about it's going viral. I wanted you guys to get any answers from me. No matter what anybody says, you get my answers, my personal opinions, and what happened, whatever. Yes, I got fined. Somebody said, wait, why? So I got fined because apparently my post, I'm gonna look. My post was a violation of the rules, specifically the Queen's rule. So my post, the reel that went viral, was a violation of Queen's Rule 29. It's a code of conduct, and specifically level 3. So I'm not gonna go and read the rule. Like, y'all can go to Queens, like PWA Queens rules, and then just type in Rule 29 level 3, and it's there. So yes, I got fined. I'm going to appeal it, just so y'all know. And I'm going to keep you guys, updated on the process. My son and I were wishing all the support. Thank you. I needed all of it, especially that last day. I mean, you guys support me all the time, which I appreciate. The whole God Game fam. But yeah, we're gonna, we're gonna appeal it, and we're gonna go from there. Because like I said, I don't think I did anything wrong. All I did was make a post to share with my fans, like, hey, this was crazy. Look what I had to do. Like, I thought I was impressive. I'm out here hooking a spare ball. Like, I'm out here hooking a spare ball, like hooking it, but not like shaping it, like trying to keep it in front of me. Like, so I wanted to show y'all, look what I had to do. Okay. Good luck on the appeal. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Who would even know that rule? Well, as a professional athlete, it's our responsibility to, know the rules, to kind of know what you're getting into beforehand. Like, I go and do my appeal. I can't be like, oh, I didn't know that rule existed. That will easily get denied. But Rule 29, I read it, and I don't think that I did anything wrong, so that is why I'm going to appeal. Y'all, is the internet okay? Do I look blurry? Or do I look okay? I just want to make sure I'm clear, because I actually got it up on, like, my laptop, too, and I just want to make sure y'all can see. I don't know what the heck that was. Alright, what else? I saw another question on here. Somebody said, I think I saw another video. I saw another question. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to read the questions. I answered that one. Picture's a little choppy. Is it? Am I still frozen? Do you want to build a snowman? Now it's on repeat. It was fine before. What the heck? Y'all let me know if it's good, man. I don't want to answer no questions until I know it's good. Y'all keep me updated with what's going on with this Wi-Fi. Am I good? Now it's on repeat. It was fine before. Is it fine now? Let me get some thumbs up in the chat, man, if it's good right now, so I can answer this next question. Let me get some thumbs up in the chat. You're good now. All right. Thank you. Okay. Good now. Think. The next question, how long does we answered that one? The the next question was, I'm kind of scrolling through. Overall, how was the experience? Overall, my experience was good, man. This is probably one of the toughest things I bowled on. Other than the U.S. Open. Like, I felt like we was bowling on a freaking U.S. Open. Like, this is how hard the U.S. Open patterns be. Like, somebody was like, oh, I think this was harder than the U.S. Open. I'm like, this was crazy. But overall, it was a good experience, you know, because I learned stuff. Every time I bowl, I learned something about myself, about lane play, about ball motion, just about bowling in general. You know, I got my notes and stuff. So, like, I'm not tripping. It was a good experience. It was a good experience. Who was the decision-making body for the PWBA? You know, I don't really, know. And it could be in the rules, but for example, like, let me just say this, because I actually, before I got on here, I was working on my appeal, right? Thank y'all. Hold on, I'm just trying to look at this real quick. So, it's weird because there's, like, USBC rules, there's PWBA rules, like, regular PWBA rules, and then there's, like, the Queen's rules. Okay, so, like, one rule states, I don't know. I don't know if it's, like, USBC who is in charge, or if it's like as a collective, or people within it, or people who are in charge of PWBA. Like, I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question, and I don't want to make anything up. So, and I came across that actually while working on my appeal. The next question was, Gigi, are you coming to Rochester, New York? I'm doing the Pro-Am. There's actually a Pro-Am? There's a Pro-Am for that? Y'all didn't even know there's a Pro-Am for that. But yes, I am. I will be there bowling the US Open. And y'all know I've never made a US Open cut. But this year I will. This year I will make my first US Open cut. So yes, I will be there. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy though they use that rule. Right. For the next tournament, how early will they pull out the pattern? You know, so one thing that I do wish was different. So for national stops, like regular, at least for the PWBA, and for the guys, I'm not sure. I don't know. But for the women, I think the guys, they kind of know beforehand. I think that's an assumption. I could be flat out wrong. But I really, 99.9% think that they know the patterns before, bowling on them. At least for the regional. Got both some of the regionals for that. We know beforehand. But for the women's national stops, we don't know the pattern until 30 minutes before our practice session, our official practice session. So, say we bowl our practice sessions at 4 p.m., we don't know what the pattern's going to be until 3:30. So, yeah. Let's see. So somebody said, so if something is, how you say that word? Egregiously. Oh, my boy said egregiously. Okay. I love the vocabulary. If something is egregiously wrong, am I still cutting in and out? Somebody said I was cutting in and out. My mom said I'm cutting in and out, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Someone said, if something's wrong, by all good faith, logical reason, you'll be fined for speaking out against it. Code of conduct isn't a limitation-free policy. It isn't. So, how I feel about that is, I feel like there should be, I don't know, it's like a slippery slope, but there should be something that allows people to, like, if it's something disrespectful, that's one thing. But there should be something that allows you to express freely, like what you think, without having to get penalized for it. If it's not out of line, out of pocket, disrespectful type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the NBA players. Y'all know the NBA players. For example, say someone gets traded during the freaking game, right? The NBA players out here tweeting, yo, that's crazy. Like, y'all couldn't wait till after the game. Now, I don't know if they get fined for it, but it's just, like, kind of an example like that, if you guys understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to appeal it, because I don't think I did anything wrong. Yeah. The rule is there. I mean, I could read it because it's Rule 29. It has like level 1, 2, and 3. Mine specifically is level 3. No need to reset, whatever. Okay, so yeah, y'all let me know if you want me to read it. Somebody said, y'all in the I love it, man. I appreciate every single one of you, man, who's tuned in and tapping in, man, and asking me questions and just, wanting to learn what happened, my experience, all that. I really appreciate y'all, God Game fam. Even if there was one person on it, I would appreciate him or her. Okay? Somebody said, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get to the next question. They said, already paid. Sorry if this is a stupid question. No, this question's a stupid question. But I kept seeing they was saying this person was plus 120, plus 60, and so minus numbers. What is that about? Okay, so the way we do like our like scoring system, right? Is so 200 is even. So if I go and I bowl a 200 game, I have like for the plus or minus, it'll be a column for your score and a column for plus or minus. So if I go 200, I'm at even 0 because that's like the par, like the standard-ish. So that's even. If I go 201, then I would be at plus 1. If I go 150, I'm at minus 50. And then you kind of just add it from there. So say I go 201, 205, 200. That would be, let's say 201, 205. That would be for the first game, I would have plus 1. Then for the second game, I would be up to plus 6 because I went 201 plus 205. So you do like 1 plus 5, 6. I'd be at plus 6. And then the third game, say I go 200, that puts me at even, so I'm still at plus 6. So I pray you understand. I answered your question. When are you coming to the holiday doubles so us STL and Southern folks can meet you? I've never bowled the holiday doubles, man. When is it? And I want to bowl it. Like, I need to bowl. I need to be out there. It's not a house shot, right? Because I see the scores be like crazy. I need to bowl it. Yeah, I need to bowl it. I don't know. Maybe this will be my first year. Oh, okay. Somebody look at that. You got the God Game fam out here already answering your questions. I'm late. You got Samuel Darkmoss out here freaking answering the questions. Like, I appreciate you. I read the questions super late. He already answered. Already on top of it. The pro is a few days before the U.S. Open. That's gonna be hosted at ABC Gates. You're gonna be there, right? Am I gonna be there? I will be there for our practice session and stuff. I don't know if I get assigned to bowl the pro-am, I will be there. If I don't get assigned to bowl the pro-am, I probably won't be in the building during the pro-am. It would just be like the practice session, and then get ready for competition. Looking forward to seeing you in Stepladder soon. Hang tough and keep a piece of guard on handy for those difficult interviews when you can't say what you feel. I always feel like we should be able to say what we feel, but like, it's just like I said, that slippery slope, because it's, what I read? So someone sent me a video yesterday, and it was of Chris Barnes and Stu. If you guys are tuning in, you aren't bowlers. They're professional bowlers on the men's side, right? And it's like an hour, like their little show they be doing. It's like an hour. I didn't watch the whole hour. I didn't do it yet. I think I probably got 10, 15 minutes into it. Someone sent me this, and was just like, check it out. And so Stu, he goes and he's showing, specifically on the pair that I bowled on, he's showing people's ball reactions, like throughout the day, throughout A squad, throughout B squad, right? And he said that he doesn't think the women, on the women tour, vocalize or speak up enough, because as a collective, and I'm saying we as a collective, because we're afraid or like timid or whatever word you want to choose, of being fined. And so that's why I say I think we should be able to express how we feel. We should be able to, as long as it's respectful. Like if it's online, like no tolerance for that. But we should still be able to express how we feel. I think that's in anything you do, whether it's at work, you're a doctor, you're a dentist, you work at the YMCA, you work for not whatever the case may be. I feel like you should be able to voice your opinions respectfully without feeling like you can't because something's gonna happen. Because I think that just allows for a healthy work environment. But that's what he said, and he said in comparison to the guys, if the guys saw something like that, it'd be like, oh, hey, this ain't right. Y'all need to PBA or whoever's in charge. Y'all need to fix it, type of thing, So and I got to that part and I got a little bit into it, but he was just saying that the women on our tour as a collective, we don't speak up enough because of afraid of being fined, whereas the guys are a little bit more vocal. Yeah, man, but that's the goal. Step ladder, just doing well each round. The first two tournaments, I made the cut, and I just figuring out a way to on a consistent basis, ball choice, lane play, whatever it is, getting into the top 12s, and then giving my chance to make top 5 to run at a TV show. But will I be at the Lucy Doubles? I honestly signed up hella late for that. And I have a specific partner I want to bowl with, so I'm on the waiting list. And if we can't get in, if it's full, your girl will be there next year, not this year. Am I bowling in Michigan anytime soon? Yeah, we have a tournament. Like the next tournament is in Grand Rapids. That's Michigan, right? I think. Grand Rapids, Detroit, Michigan. I think that's in Michigan. Let me know if Grand Rapids, I think that's Michigan. Let me know. Somebody said, next question. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Anything that I'm saying, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You agree with me, disagree, want to know your thoughts? We just having a conversation. Have you ever thought of collaborating with some of the other professional bowlers with YouTube channels, whether male or female? I mean, not really. Not like collaborating in a way of like creating a YouTube channel together. Actually, my first year, it kind of was a thought with one of the girls on tour. But I think like maybe collaborating on a video, yes. But as far as like a channel together, like I don't know. Not saying it could never happen, but yeah, but like like say I go bowl, like say I practice with the guys or something, I'll be like, hey, we can make some content for the channel, my channel, their channel, or whatever. Just certain things like that. Like I actually last year I went to a center and I practiced, and there was actually a girl who was practicing too. We had like a series. We were practicing for the next tournament. So I just kind of put the camera up and just recorded our practice session. But there's a lot of content from last season that I have yet to put out. Yeah, like 1v1s, like you said with Darren. Yeah, like I would do stuff like that. And, record footage for kind of like both of our channels type of thing. So collaborating that way, yeah, for sure. I'm open to it. What was it like to be on Ellen Game of Games? It was freaking terrifying. Y'all, I don't like roller coasters. Like, I don't at all. So, when I found out that was going to be the game that I was going to play, and I had to go like this, I almost passed out. Like, I think on that ride, during the game, I probably peed on myself a little bit. It was, like, because we're going, like, straight down, and my legs were just, like, shaking. Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. Oh, Grand Rapids, yes. Yeah. So for the next tournaments we have, man, I will we have Grand Rapids, so we kind of got like a 5-day break, maybe ish. Excuse me. Our next tournament is a series in Grand Rapids. And then the next week after that is Ohio. We always go in Ohio since I've been here. Been bowling. It's at Yorktown Lane, so we're bowling there. And then probably like couple days after, we go right to the US Open, and then pretty much our season's over. Like, so we had like 3 tournaments, right? We had Stockton. We were in California. Then we went to Washington. Then we went to Vegas for Queens. Then we kind of got like 5 days off. And then we do Detroit or Michigan. And then Ohio. And then the week after that is the U.S. Open. Right? So then after the U.S. Open is like a month break. And there's nothing until the Lucy doubles. And then after the Lucy doubles, you have like a week or two, and then it's the last tournament of the season in Iowa. Waterloo, Iowa, y'all. I ain't never heard or seen or nothing but no Waterloo, Iowa. That's a question mark for me. So who knows? My season might be done after the U.S. Open, or I might be done after Waterloo. I don't know. So we'll have to see that. We'll see about that. So yeah, we have 3 more after this 5 days. We got 3 more tournaments, and then the month break, then the Lucy doubles, and then Waterloo, Iowa, and that's it. That's it for the 2023 season. Gonna try to make Grand Rapids tournament for sure. Does a lefty that's been in a few of your videos that throws it 100 miles per hour have his own channel? Oh, that's Jalen, aka if you ever hear me say Nini, that's him. That's Moody's son. That's one of Moody's kids. And yeah, he throws it great. He throws it amazing. He does not have his own. I mean, he actually does have a YouTube channel because he went viral like on ESPN. They share it like every year, every couple years when he does like the 360. Like, I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick. Actually, he has a YouTube channel, but he doesn't like post anything. And I told him like he gotta do some ball videos or something. So this one video he posted, it got like 30,000 views, and he went viral on like ESPN posts his stuff. And so I'm gonna share with y'all his channel, right? And so if he gets a whole bunch of subscribers, if y'all subscribe, right? If y'all subscribe to his channel and be like, Jalen, you got God Game fans following you. But you guys should go check out this. I'm actually, instead of sending you his page, I'm going to send you this video. He got 30,000 views on this video. And then on one of the other ones, it's like 1,000 views. And it's of him doing a 360. Like bowling and going like in circles and circles and throwing the ball. It's crazy. So here's a video of him. Jalen doing the 360. He does not, so he has a YouTube channel, yeah, but he don't like post something. Yadi doesn't have a YouTube channel. She does not have her own channel. So there's a video right there, y'all. Y'all go click it. You'll be in the winner's circle soon for sure. And my perspective is I'm not, I'm not trying to chase the wins, I'm learning to like not chase and just, what the heck? Why is that so? Okay, yeah. Not chase, just attract. I think everyone is kind of waiting for it to happen. Because we all know, like, I'm close, or it's obviously going to happen. And I'm not trying to, I don't want to force it to happen. I don't want to chase it. I just want to attract it and just allow it to happen. And, some people are like, oh, you should have done it by now. Or, like, when are you? And I can't tell you. I can't give y'all the answer and say today, tomorrow, like, or I should have, I just try to keep the frame of mind that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be no matter the result of a tournament, So, yeah, but I appreciate that. I definitely will be soon. Any tournaments in Rhode Island next season? Probably after the first 3, like, so after the next 3 tournaments, actually, like, after the U.S. Open, if there's any, I think there's a tournament during our break. I think Dougie has a tournament. I don't know. It's not Dougie Vision. But, like, one of his, not like the, what do you call it? Not the pot bowling, but I think he actually has a tournament. So I'll probably bowl that. And if there's any things in Rhode Island, like, or in the East Coast, Nebas, or who knows, I might be in California. I don't know where I'll be, y'all. I'll be everywhere. So, yeah, y'all. So, we like 49 minutes in. That's crazy. Y'all let me know if you got any other questions, whether it's just in general, whether it's about Queens, because I'm not answering any more questions about Queens. If y'all don't ask today, don't ask me no more, because I probably won't answer. But I will say I'm going to keep you guys updated on the appeal, my appeal, and then once I do that, they have to come back and let me know if it's been, like, granted or not, and I'll keep you guys updated whether I have to pay the fine, or if I don't, or if I get fined for this video. Like, I don't know. I'll keep y'all updated with everything. Y'all my supporters, and I just want to let you guys know, keep you updated with what's going on. So, someone said something about Jalen. I'm trying to find what they said. They said, I bowled in a few tournaments on the same pair of that was a terrible sentence. I bowled in a few tournaments on the same pair of lanes as Jalen. Yeah, he's a great bowler. Yeah, y'all, if y'all be watching my lives, y'all be seeing him, man. We be bowling leagues, the men's league I record. Sometimes I mostly be recording Moody and his team, but you'll see Nini in there a couple times. Or if he subs on the Tuesday, you'll see him there. Wherever, like when I be recording live, he be in there. So let me know if y'all got any more questions, man. Probably gonna go to about 8 o'clock. I can do an hour. That's good. It's 7:52. About 8 more minutes. But if nobody has any other questions, you just watched the video, right? Of him doing the 360, y'all. He's bowling and he's doing circles, like circles, and he throws it and he strikes. I tried to do that once and I almost lost my ankles. I almost lost my ankles, y'all. It's crazy, man. Live. Y'all got any other questions? I'm trying to ask what's new. I'm trying to figure out what's new. Yeah, if we have no more questions, we're probably gonna end it early. But also too, man, y'all like this, man. So we might get this. We got more designs work coming, man. We might get this on the line soon, man, in short sleeve and long sleeve. We got the Gazmine Mason Foundation. Real quick, I'm gonna just run down a little bit of, like things. So y'all can find anything Gigi related. You guys could just go to jasminemason.com. There's links there. At the top, there's a thing that I will take you to Got Game, like the store, Gigi store, merch store, or the Gazmine Mason Foundation. So, we have programs and stuff for, the Gazmine Mason Foundation for the kids, and you guys could just go in there and learn more. The most recent thing we have is Roll Back to School. So if you guys know anyone in Rhode Island, not Rhode Island, New England, any kids in New England, we're doing like a Roll Back to School event at Walnut Hill Bowl. There's a flyer on there. They don't have to know how to bowl. So New England, it's like Rhode Island, Mass. Is it New Hampshire? I don't even know what else. But yeah, New England. Just type up New England and figure out if you're in that area, those states. And we're doing a Roll Back to School. We're going to have like backpacks. We're going to have food and maybe the news will be there too. Going to try to get them there. We're just going to have an event to get the kids ready for their next school year. What's your next tournament? My next tournament is the Grand Rapids one. Yes, this shirt. Yeah, man. Tanisha said she liked this shirt, man. We gonna try to, get this out to y'all, man. Long sleeve, short sleeve. And someone said, are you superstitious? A little bit. Like, it depends. Like, for one thing I could think about in particular, like my pre-shot routine. Like, I have a pre-shot routine, right? But like, it's weird. So say I'm not doing well or something, or say I start like doing well, however many strikes in a row. Like, I might tweak my pre-shot routine, and just to, like, say if I was sitting in this chair, right? Then I got like 4, 5, 6 in a row. But before the 6 in a row I was sitting in this chair, I'll go to sit in this chair. Like, I'm very superstitious. Like, yeah, if that makes sense. Are them Silver Brothers that's in your videos? Oh my god! Wait, what videos? Are those your security? Yo, who is that? Are they just, who in particular? But probably the answer to that question is probably yes. I low-key Silverback Brothers. That's my that's family, y'all. I really low-key think you're talking about Steve and me. I think that's what you're talking about. I think. They're my everything, my all the above. Family, security. I think you're talking about when I be in California. What did you think of the Twin Cities Open last year? They have it back on the schedule 2024. Big brothers with the beards. So there's only one. So that's me. He with the beard. Yes. You guys will see him, like, he don't really be. He be more in the backgrounds. You see him here and there when I like be recording. I think I actually have a video of me on my YouTube channel. Like, he let me drive him for the first time. It's actually hilarious. You should watch it. Go watch it. So it's back on the schedule for 2024. You know what? To be honest about that tournament, Twin Cities, alright. So this is honest opinion, right? I love the center, and I love the hosts, and the staff in general. Like, they are great. They take care of me, and I know they take care of the women for sure. Like, they make sure we're okay. The only thing I will say though is every time I go there, and let me not speak that over myself. In the past, the times that I have gone there, I think we bowled there since I've been on tour. I think we bowled there twice. 2019, 2020 we didn't have a tour. Well, like COVID. 2021 I'm not sure if we were there. 2022 we went last year, and then we're not here this year, so we're gonna be there next year. I will say something always happens to me. Like, the first time I was there, like, a chunk of my spare ball came out. Like, I went and shot like a 10 pin or something. A chunk of my spare ball. And if you guys been following me since then, like, you probably seen the videos. So I went and shot 10 pin. A chunk of my spare ball came back in the gutter. So when I got my spare ball, it looked like a crater. Like, someone just ate my spare ball. It was gone. So, like, for the duration of the either tournament, I can't remember if it was the block, or I can't remember if I got a ball drilled right away, which I highly doubt. But I had to, like, just figure it out. So before I even got a spare ball, I used to just throw whatever ball I had in my hand and just flatten it out and, like, pick up my spares. And so that's what I had to do. So I remember going to my tour, and I missed the first couple 10 pins because I hadn't done it in a while, and we were bowling something shorter. So that happened one year, right? And then last year, if you guys saw the video, I was throwing my phase two. I went to release it. The ball never came off my hand. That's actually, let me show y'all real quick. I'm going to show you GG Mason, right? I'm going to show you guys, just so you guys can visually see exactly what I'm talking about, okay? This happened to me. This was last year. So when I say something has happened to me going, like, bowling there, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all watch this video real quick. Just watch this video. This is what happened to me last year. I went to go throw a shot. The ball got stuck in my hand and never came off. And so if you guys don't know, if you don't release the ball and you go over the foul line, it's not considered a foul. It's only a foul if you let go of the ball. So people are like, oh, you didn't let go of the ball, so you didn't foul. I was like, no, I couldn't get it off my thumb. So I went onto the approach with the ball, over the foul line with the ball still on my hand. And the only thing I was thinking of was try not to fall backwards or hit your face, because it was like this close. It was like this close. I was trying not to freaking fall backwards, because that would have been bad. I really only had one hand to support myself. So I was doing all this, like, you know what I mean, with a little black kid going like this. That was me, trying not to hurt myself. And so that has happened there. But I'm like, you know what? That has happened to me before. And I have a positive mindset that good things are going to happen in the future at that. See, good save. It was crazy. Good things are going to happen when we go back there. So I'm looking forward to it, okay? And it's nice to be back there. Just really, really great people, great center, great host, great owner. Yeah, I know that was like a 5-minute spiel to that question, the answer to that question, but yeah. Today I did pretty good. I was getting strikes, but kept hitting Brooklyn. Any suggestions? Maybe you're not far enough left, or maybe you're throwing a too aggressive ball. Maybe you could ball down to something that allows you to not go Brooklyn. So those are some suggestions. Or you could throw it faster. That's another suggestion. I don't know what you're bowling on, the surface, or like of the lanes itself, or where you were playing on the lanes. But those are some suggestions. You can either move left, you could throw it faster, or you could ball down. Is there any difference in payouts between the PBA and PWBA? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. I know, like, some of the majors, like the guys, they had like their Super Slam. I know it's 100,000. Like ours is not. Since I've been here, we haven't had $100,000 tournament. But well, let me look real quick. So for USBC Queens, right, we had our prize fund for first place, it was $60,000, right? So let me go to USBC Masters. I mean, because it's not necessarily like the Masters and the US Open. That's for the men. That's USBC. That's not necessarily PBA. But I'm going to go on here real quick and look at the USBC Masters just to see what their prize fund is. But yes, there's a discrepancy or a difference between payouts. And that's like a lot of, you know, sports for men and women. Let me see. Prize fund. Okay, here we go. So for the Masters, right? The champion got 100,000, and this is USBC Masters. And I compared the what do you call it? The Queens and the Masters because they're both USBC, and you could say that's our version of the Masters if you really wanted to. But they also had 390 entries, right? We had 218 entries. So you know, like you can give or take, but the champion got 100,000, and I don't know if that's based off entry. I don't know what that's based off, and we got 60,000 for the queen. So you can come to your own conclusions, but that's just an example or something that I pulled up real quick. Somebody said, just watch the video. Whoa, yeah, you see, that was crazy. I almost fell. I almost hurt myself. It was really bad. And then the people on my pair, it was Tay and Daria. They helped me. They took my shoes, they took my ball, and it was really bad. Like, I really almost hurt my whole body. So, yeah, man. So, the balance, it was crazy, man. That was superb balance. I was out here trying not to hurt myself. But, all right, y'all, it's 8:02. I appreciate you guys for tapping in, for tuning in. I love you guys. I'm going to go back in the live and probably do, like, the different chapters so people could flip through if they want to listen to a certain question being answered or whatever. I thank everybody who tuned in. I appreciate you guys. I pray you have a great and blessed night. I pray that, you know, over you guys and your families. I pray that everyone does well, has a prosperous rest of the week. I love you all for tuning in, for tapping in. As always, I appreciate all the support. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all. Thank you for asking questions. I don't know where I'll be live next or what video will be posted next. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably do like I recorded some stuff for Queens. I might do like a Queens random vlog. It's just like random stuff. I don't know. Or a Spokane vlog. I still didn't do that. There's just a lot of... Just like, comment, subscribe so you never miss a video so you can stay updated whenever I make a post. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Anything DG, go to Gazmine.com. Good night.